Hi, it's Master April Holly at American Tiger Martial Arts and Fitness. This is the requirement sheet key concept for blue belt. And I'll say again that any student at any level who's ready for this information, you don't have to wait for blue belt to look at it. It's just that I broke up the concepts for belt rank. And I'd really encourage black belts or anybody higher than blue belt to come back and take a look at this. This one is about taking your opponent's space. That's one thing the Key in Kung Fu style does, is we're constantly taking the space of our opponents, forcing them out of that space. So that footwork, the entering footwork, is a good way to do that. And if I had Mr. King come out here with me again. Thank you, sir. What we're going to do is he's going to throw a punch, and as he reacts to my strikes, he's going to move back. Maybe we should move back just a little bit more this way. So we'll just, I know I'm going to keep going with this roundhouse, but let's switch it up. Let's have you do a straight punch. So let's say he does that, I get out of the way and I punch him in the ear, right? He reacts to that. Now, that's now my space. He's in my space again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in and take that space again. So what's happening is every time I hit him, that's my new spot and that's my space, and I'm going to take it until he either can't fight and I can get out of there, or he goes to the ground, at which point I do a finish move to make sure that I can get out of there. A kind of interesting thing, let's say he throws a roundhouse strike and I come in so close, I'm like, okay, this is, I'm going to have to do an elbow, maybe I'm not comfortable with that, but I do some kind of move and he doesn't react, and I need more space. What I can do is actually come in and bump, and now he's open for another strike. There's a place called, in boxing they call it the pocket. So when the person's in the pocket, they're in that place where you have maximum power. So if I can't, let's say Mr. King comes up and tries to grab me, like bear hug me. Well, back up just a little bit and actually come up and try and grab me, right? And I step up and I bump him. That creates a space for me to do the next move. Some of our advanced students will recognize that as a lesson. But what I did is I just took the space, I used that bump. When I did the bump, I kept my pole nice and straight like in videos before this. And so that concept of taking your opponent's space is really key to the Key in Kung Fu system. So I hope that helps you all. Thank you, Mr. King.